Even if there is a tomorrow, the decisions that we make today are going to define that. They're going to define how your tomorrow is going to go. Do you have to be perfect to see progress? No, but you have to be conscious and you have to put in certain effort in order to see change played out into your life. One thing we all have to stop doing at some point is taking life for granted. Because what if today is really all you have? What if there's no second chance? Because whether you realize it or not, the clock is ticking. Because every tomorrow that you've wasted is another day that you've lost. So my question to you is, what are you going to do now while you still can? And I personally feel like it can be so easy to be consumed by the future and what's to come. But it's important to understand that all we have for certain is today. All we have is this very moment. Maybe for you, there's going to be a tomorrow. Over 150,000 people each day lose their lives. You think all of these people knew that they weren't going to be here anymore? That they weren't going to live to see another day? This just shows you how quick life can be taken from you at any given moment when you may least expect it, leaving behind people that you love and you genuinely care about. We got to learn how to be present and to take action now. Learn how to live a life that is a true representation of who we are so that we don't have any regrets. Don't delay your dreams. Don't be so fixated on what's to come that you cannot allow yourself to make those adjustments at this very moment. And we've all been in a position where we may have lost family members or we may have lost loved ones, and just think about how that made you feel. Think about how much that made you appreciate those that you have around you at this very moment. Each and every day is not promised. And I got on here to make this video for y'all today as a reminder that you need to strive to be the best version of yourself each chance that you get. Waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect time to do something just leads to missed opportunities. It leads to you getting to a point where everything changes around you, including the way that you think and you process the life that you're living, and you may not even no longer be interested in pursuing certain things. That opportunity is going to fade away. Just like we change and we develop each and every day as individuals, the same exact thing is happening to the world around us. It's continuously evolving. So instead of thinking that there's always going to be another chance or another opportunity, set your focus on what you can do at this very moment to move closer to your goals. And truthfully, no one knows what the future holds. What we do is we assume that there's always going to be a tomorrow where we can take the time to fix things and make adjustments. We got to really take the time to learn how to appreciate and value the life that we're living, because I promise you, there is somebody right now wishing that they were in your position, wishing that they may have your youth, wishing that they may have had legs to walk on, or vision to see, so that they can go out and work and make things happen for themselves. And I was watching this movie not too long ago. It's called Don't Breathe 2, and pretty much in the movie, closer to the end, you find out that there's this little girl and she was taken away from her parents because, I don't know, maybe the world was ending or something. And the parents went and tried to find the daughter so that they can take her heart, because they needed a relative donor in order to save the mother. And long story short, what I got from this is just how so many of us don't appreciate, the life that we have and the opportunities that present themselves in our lives until they're at risk of being taken away, until all of it seems to fade away, and now we're on our last days. Because at some point we all will experience it. We do not know when, we do not know how. And one thing that holds so many people back, and this was really never really my problem, but I've had so many friends who went through it, is this form of procrastination, putting your dreams off, telling yourself that, okay, I'm not going to do it because I may not have the resources available to me to get the best result possible. You doing it when you feel like it is not going to get the job done. You have to show up each and every day for your life, whether you feel like it or not. You do not have to have the energy. You do not have to, have even the most confidence in what you have going on, but each and every day that you show up counts. And I promise you that. That's why it's important to take small steps towards your goals daily, because it makes it much easier for you to get up and do the little things rather than just thinking about the bigger picture. When I wake up and I decide to go to the gym every day, I'm not thinking about doing a super intense workout. I'm thinking about just showing up. Even if I walk on a treadmill, walk a mile, 20 minutes or whatever, that's all I'm thinking about. But this concept of life truly is unpredictable. So with that being said, why leave it in the hands of the future? With us understanding how unpredictable it is to wait and postpone things that we know that we should be doing at this very moment that can change our lives. Yes, Maybe you will be here tomorrow, but it is not promised. Will you get another chance? Potentially, but it is not promised. And I'll never forget, I might have told this story once or twice on my YouTube channel, but opportunities do fade. They come in abundance, yes, but there's going to be a point in time in your life where you do not have, or you're not in a current position to have that exact same opportunity anymore, no matter what. I remember when I was a freshman in high school, I was trying out for the basketball team, and truth be told, they put one of the best defenders on me, and I simply was not ready. Right? He locked me up, and I turned the ball over. At that very moment, the coach was like, "All right, next." And I always thought about that one specific moment, that opportunity that I had to prove myself, but I wasn't ready, and I never got another opportunity like that again. And it's always stuck with me because you have to be ready. You have to be ready for whatever life throws at you, especially if it's something that you desire and you want to be, because it can be taken away from you in an instant and you may not get another chance. And what'll happen is you will live with this form of regret over the missed opportunities. Man, I wish I should have did this. I should have done that. Maybe I should have went left instead of going right. I should have made a better decision. And these things are all natural to feel, but it's just way better to take preventative measures so that you don't have to be in that current position. We all experience it. Not saying you have to be perfect, but we need to set ourselves up in a way to where we can get the best results out of our life as possible. And every tomorrow begins with today. If you want a better tomorrow, you have to do what's necessary today in order to reap the benefits for tomorrow. Making small, consistent efforts can help you build up your future so that it can be way brighter. But those efforts need to start now, and they do not need to start tomorrow. Stop postponing things that you have to do. Stop postponing the success that you plan on chasing, and just do it. Set your focus on what you can control. You're present, you're here right now. If you're watching this video, you're alive, and you can go out and do something that can change your life at this very moment. Do not sleep on it. Do not put it off. Do not think that you have 5-6 years down the road, because waiting for tomorrow only implies that you feel as if you have a sense of control over the future, and in reality you don't. There's so much power in acting now, in real time, rather than postponing and putting things off. You have the control. You have everything you know that you need right now in order to get to the life that you want to live and make things happen for yourself. You may not realize it, you don't have to have the confidence, but I promise you, you can make a conscious decision to get change, and that change will come into your life as long as you believe it will. As long as you're doing something to see it come into your life. And last but not least, man, the fear of maybe is something that can hold so many of us back. But when we make today count, we ensure that we're not worried about tomorrow. We're not worried about that maybe. Not focusing on looking back at missed opportunities, but putting our attention on the things that we're doing at this very moment. Even if there is a tomorrow, the decisions that we make today are going to define that. They're going to define how your tomorrow is going to go. Do you have to be perfect to see progress? No, but you have to be conscious, and you have to put in certain effort in order to see change played out into your life. But taking each day for granted, taking the opportunities that you have at this very moment, not knowing when they're going to come or go, is ultimately just going to set you up for failure. And if you're watching this video right now, I don't want any of y'all to fail. I don't want any of y'all to experience that. So you got to lock in. But if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much. It's your boy Blue J Tay. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.